Welcome to another RDIEC Career Spotlight. I'm Brian Wright, and today we're talking with Lyle Yanish from 306 Tools. Lyle is a franchisee owner-operator from Snap-on. Lyle, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, born and raised in Estevan. I'm 55 years old. No, sorry, 54 years old. I'm so old that I can't remember. I lived in Estevan, born and raised here. Went to high school in Estevan. I've had a few different jobs in my life, trying to find the niche that I really like. And this came up, and I jumped at the opportunity to own my own business, work for myself, and be as prosperous as I can be, and as hard as working as I want to be.
How long have you been a franchisee?
It'll be 7 years in a month.
All right. And are you enjoying this job?
Loving it. It's totally enjoyable. Something that I've glad I wake up every morning to go do, and glad when I come home and finish the job and know that tomorrow I can go again.
So tell us a little bit about what your workday looks like.
Well, we get up, it depends on the day. On average, between 5, 6 in the morning, I'm up. We're on the road 6:30 to 7 o'clock in the morning. We drive as far as an hour and 45 minutes to see our first stop. And then we go to all kinds of shops within the southeast corner. We see professional mechanics and supply them with high quality professional tools that can help them do their job daily and fix the cars and trucks around the area.
And so you're on the road that early. What time are you done at the end of the day?
Well, some days could be 5, some days could be 6, some days could be 3.
So it all depends on how many customers you have that day.
Yep.
And
Whether they're all in the shop,
right.
and sometimes they might not be. They might be out on service calls or any of the other stuff. And now, guess what? You get an early day, but that's the day you come back and maybe haul cardboard or do paperwork or rearrange the truck. There's always time that other stuff, little things need to be done.
So it's not in your job, it's as the franchisee of 306 Tools. You're not just selling tools. There's all kinds of other parts to this job.
Yeah, there's equipment like AC machines, there's tire changers, there's balancers. Yeah, there's the hammers, the screwdrivers, the ratchets, the wrenches. There's all kinds of stuff. Scan tools, then support on that stuff when guys have issues. We're dealing with that stuff too.
You also have bookwork and organizing and all those other things,
Yeah.
right?
You have planning on your sales that you want to do for the day, the week, the month. You have to keep ahead on your orders that you've ordered that are coming in. You have to service the truck. You got to get all that stuff. You have to file taxes. There's all kinds of things. It's not just back in the driveway, load up for tomorrow and shut the truck off and don't do anything.
Because you are the owner. You are the only person that makes this work or not work.
Yes.
You have employees that help you.
I have one employee. I have my daughter that's my assistant that works with me full time. I have to look after her too. But if Lyle doesn't do anything, it doesn't get done. And the government doesn't like that. They like their paychecks when you pay them for taxes. And we have to keep the truck rolling.
So speaking of the truck, do you own this truck?
Yes, I bought it. It'll be 1 year. When I started, I had a truck, and we put a ton of kilometers on it and knew we needed to expand. So we ordered a truck 2 years ago. It came a year later in June of last year, and we've been running this new truck, a new Kenworth, for the last, it'll be 12 months next month.
And obviously there is an amazing amount of tools in here. How does that part of the job work?
Well, we place orders through Snap-on. They have monthly meetings that we do specials. We also do ordering. Sometimes it's 6 months ahead you have to plan. And you go to conferences, you go to buying shows to buy for your next few months. You have to plan it, you have to watch it, and you have to make sure you got it on the truck so you can sell it.
And when you are traveling to those shows, you're paying the bill for all that, right?
Yes, it's Lyle's. It's nothing. Snap-on doesn't pay for anything. It's all 306 Tools, which is my company. And the harder we work, the more we can go to. If you can't sell, you don't sell. Guess what? I don't think you get to go.
What does it look like? You said you work, 6 a.m. till 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. How many days a week do you work?
On the road, 5. Extra stuff, it can be 6, it can be 7. Sometimes my wife tells me to slow down, and then we get to maybe 6 or 5. But every hour or minute that we put into it goes back to supporting us.
So what do holidays look like? What happens when you go on holidays?
When I go on holidays, the truck stops. So there is no income coming in. So you have to plan for that. You have to put money aside to know that you're supported for when you go. And when you come back, you still have money coming back in.
Right.
Yeah.
What about what about a work-life balance? How do you separate and stop being Lyle the Snap-on salesman and be Lyle the dad and the husband?
That's a hard one. That really is a hard one sometimes. It takes the family reminding you that you got to stop, because you could do this 24/7. I know I could. And then it would end up in maybe divorce. We don't want to see that.
Right.
But you want to make sure you keep that balance. It takes you to realize to go, yeah, I better slow down today, or I should take today off. We should go do this, or we should go do that, because your family is very important.
What does it look like? How did you get trained to do this?
Well, when I signed up for it, I went to Snap-on training in Dallas, Texas. They take you for 10 days, and they show you the paperwork, the bookwork. And then when you come back, they have trainers that come with you for the first 3 months. Off and on. The first 4 weeks guaranteed, boom, they're with you to help train you. Snap-on doesn't want to see you fail, which is great, because there's somebody there always on the phone if you got questions, need answers. They're watching to make sure you're not getting in trouble with your numbers and all the other stuff. They'll phone and you'll get a call once in a while, say, is everything okay? They have other managers and manager trainees that come out to help you do sales projects and all that other stuff throughout the year.
Can you make a living doing this?
Yes, you can. You can make a good living. It also depends on how hard you want to work. If you want to sit on the couch, guess what? Pretty soon you're going to be losing your truck and everything else. You can make an honest family living that's healthy for you, healthy for your family.
What are you looking for if you were to recommend somebody else to be a Snap-on franchisee? What traits would you look for?
Self-motivated, that you can work without little to none supervision, because you need to have a get up and go. Because if you have no go, you have no flow, no money, no nothing. And you need that go. You need that ambition. You need that spark. Sometimes we do get, even I get it. You just want to sit there and then you go, wow, maybe I shouldn't do that. And then you think in the back of your mind that, hey, if I don't get there, those guys aren't going to get that tool that they need, or any of that other stuff. So there is that fire under your butt that you get going within your head that, yeah, I got to get on the road. I got to go do this.
So Lyle, you talked a little bit about having your daughter as your assistant. What does that look like? What does she do for your business?
Well, before I had an assistant, there was nights when I was finishing up. By the time I got in the house and eating supper about 7, 8 o'clock, what having an assistant has done for me, it has given me that affordability, not just, yeah, it costs me a little extra money. We sell a little bit more, hopefully to make up for her wage, but the time management. There's days now, like we said, we can be home for 3, 4, 5, instead of the 7, all the other stuff. She handles the social media. She handles a ton of the stuff. She looks after the customers when they come on the truck, when I'm still in the shop talking to other people about tools, their tool needs. She's on the truck taking orders, fixing ratchets, doing all kinds of stuff. And she speeds up our day-to-day by a ton. It takes a lot of the stress off. Even when we come home after the end of the day, we have to come home and we have to check off our order that's sitting here, and sometimes it can be 5, 6, 10, 15 boxes of product that you got to check off and put away. She's doing that while I'm maybe cleaning the truck, doing all kinds of stuff. It makes your daily work that much easier.
So, and it's not just because, well, it is because you're a small business, right?
Yeah.
You are a franchisee. As you said, this is your only company. This is your only source of income.
Yep.
Right? So having employees costs you money.
Right.
But it also helps those employees have a career.
Right.
and it frees up time for you to do other things.
Right. Gives them a great job. And this is fun. Every day's fun. And not just that, every time you stop somewhere else, it's a total different thing. Yeah, it's screwdrivers, pliers, hammers, but there's other things. It's personalities. It's getting to know other people. It's when I had some heart issues the one time. It's getting texts and letters. You make yourself more friends than they are just customers. You build relationships with people. It's cool. It's not just on the phone texting. It's actually shaking hands, talking, knowing about their family, knowing about what their kids, they've had babies, all the other stuff.
So why should we buy tools from Snap-on or another franchisee like this versus buying them at a generic department store?
Because we come to see you, we look after you. You're supporting a local small business, no matter anything that it's from Snap-on, it's a big corporation or any of that other stuff. We're there, we're local, we're there every week, sometimes every 2 weeks, to see you and supply you with the tools you need to get your job done. Hey, we're even there for if you break it, we got warranty, we look after you. Where those other ones, hey, you have to go there. You have to take your tool back. With us, we have your bill on file. We know you bought it from us. We look after you. What's really cool in this job is when that young kid comes on and he's got a wrench or a ratchet that needs to be fixed, that was grandpa's or his dad's, that we can still fix it. We can look after you. And that's a pride thing in the Snap-on tools that we sell that make people happy and proud to use. Hey, I used my grandpa's ratchet to fix this. That's neat.
And that's part of the lifetime warranty with the equipment, right?
Yes.
And that's why you invest in those tools at this time once.
Yeah. And hey, we lifetime warranty on all the hand tools. The electronics is a little bit less, but the hand tools, and most of the time we can still get parts for it. If we're talking for great grandpa or something like that, yeah, sometimes we just can't make that stuff that long, the repair parts. But the tools are built to last, and they're built to be used. And you will know the difference on using the quality stuff or the cheap stuff.
Thanks very much to Lyle for doing that interview. If you'd like more career spotlights, visit us at rdiec.ca. Thanks for watching.